Current Renault driver Daniel Ricciardo endured a horrid final season at Red Bull in 2018. He would retire from 8 races that year, with the penultimate retirement coming at the US Grand Prix, where Ricciardo would cause some property damage in the ensuing frustration. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, the time when Ricciardo kicked a hole through Verstappen's wall. When interviewed earlier in the year by F1, Ricciardo began by explaining his emotions at Austin in 2018 after his race came to a premature end. I scared myself in Austin 2018. I remember walking back to the pits. I had the sympathy from everyone, but I felt I had so much sympathy this year it means nothing. He then explained how he took his frustrations out on a wall that he shared with his then teammate Max Verstappen. I got back to my room and I started punching the door in my room. It was cheap material and I put my hand through it. Then my hand followed through and hit a metal bracket. Then I kicked it and it went through into Max's room. He was still on track, so it was fine. When he walked back, his trainer messaged us that night and said thanks for decorating my room. He signed off by revealing how he almost broke his hand and how the team responded to it. Then my hand started to swell. I got a little ultrasound machine to check if the bone was broken. For an hour or so, I was really dark on myself because I was like, I've just broke my hand. But I hadn't. It was one of those situations where, because I had such a bad run, they couldn't get angry at me for getting angry. It was just an awkward thing, but it was okay. Fast feed. McLaren CEO Zak Brown thinks that it would be great if Ferrari joined IndyCar. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko thinks Max Verstappen is the only driver who can keep up with Mercedes. The others are nowhere at all, and Verstappen isn't that far behind them either. Ferrari Sebastian Vettel revealed he is taking a few digital notes with his iPad now, but he prefers pen and paper. He also feels that social media is done in a way that clearly makes you addicted, so yeah, it's not for him. McLaren's technical manager James Key divulged that he certainly had some influence on the car's design, and in the end the car falls back on him because no one else is responsible for it. However, he pointed out that it is actually a team product, and their success is thanks to the excellent boys and girls who work within the team and decide what they do year after year. Reigning world champion Lewis Hamilton is seeing now something up. There are people who are changing slowly. He added that not everyone changes, you still have teams that say nothing or do not feel responsible. AlphaTauri's Daniel Ricciardo will find it very interesting to suddenly have fans on the circuit again when they will race in Russia. Renault's team principal Cyril Abiteboul feels that the protests are not about the battle between teams or team bosses, but answers to an unclear situation. And he also feels that the FIA is indeed investigating this to the bottom. Until then, however, they cannot rest. If F1 opens the circuits to fans at a race near you, would you attend? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.